conversations about the recent appearance by the former royal known as Prince Harry out with the United Nations in New York giving that speech. But apparently there was a whole reason behind that look and that particular style. Are you ready? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Thank you so much for joining me today. As ever, nice to see you, one and all. Let's have a big wave, yes. I know it's silly, isn't it? But, you know, just cheers us up. A little bit like something I was watching last night. I don't know about you after a long day, but I like to switch off from the news, you know. All the hullabaloo of all the usual stuff. So depressing, isn't it, you know? And I didn't realise this had happened, but get ready for this if you're going to be shocked. Apparently, one of my all-time favourite cartoons, which is over 70 years old now, can you believe it? We're talking about the feline and the mouse, Tom and Jerry. They come with a trigger warning. Yes, apparently I could be triggered. Who knew, you know? Now, and if like me, you just love Tom and Jerry, you know, and I always loved the lady in it, you know, the one where she shouted Thomas. Thought it was brilliant because you never saw her, did you? So you kind of got the impression that she was a bit short-tempered with Thomas all the time. But apparently, if you're watching it for the very first time, this might shock you, frighten you, or trigger certain emotions. What have we come to, really? Tom and Jerry is up there for me with Bugs Bunny. I love Daffy Duck, all of those ridiculous ones. And moving forward, I think also Scooby-Doo. I don't know about you. Anything to take your mind off the troubles of the world, anything where there's a good laugh, it's always fun, isn't it? As ever though, someone who's not really having a lot of fun right now, seemingly, is Prince Harry, and let me explain the reasons why. He recently popped up out in New York speaking in front of a, shall we say, thinned down audience at the United Nations. It was a public event, I've been told, so anybody could have gone in. I find that odd, really, when you consider that they're so concerned about security and things like that, that anybody could just simply wander in from the street. Find that hard to believe. However, that apparently is the case. But a lot of people over here, particularly in the United Kingdom, were shocked at the way, the style, the sort of lethargy that Prince Harry was delivering that speech. And a lot of people incredibly were concerned, as we told you, including the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, naturally so. But apparently there was a reason behind that, and according to a very good source, Prince Harry, and as ever we have to say allegedly, has secretly been doing this. With Prince Harry, he's never been the greatest of speakers, but, you know, to give him his due, you know, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of guts to get in front of an audience and speak at length, even if it's on auto cue, teleprompter, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very nerve-wracking, particularly when you're trying to inject some passion, commitment and the message. But as I say, according to a very good source, Prince Harry has been undergoing some selective media training. And let me explain. This is where, of course, he would have been taken under the wing of somebody who does a lot of public speaking and, more importantly, would show him how to emote, get the story over without too much fuss, no distraction. If you watch Prince Harry of old, say from 2016, there's a lot of arm flapping around, a lot of raised eyes, and it's very banterish, very pallish. Now, apparently, according to that good source, Harry and Meghan would like to get themselves on the speaker circuit. There's a very, very famous one, which also has under its banner the former President and First Lady, the Obamas, on it. That's the one they truly wish to be on. But apparently, according to get into that particular agency, you do have to have, well, a slight audition, a certain test, even if you were an ex-member of the British monarchy. So, according to that good source, Prince Harry's been redefining exactly how he wishes to be portrayed and look on the massive stage. Now, I don't know about you, but seriously, I preferred the Harry of old. He had a lot more energy, a lot more fun, and I thought he got the message over far better. The new Harry that we saw the other day seemed bored, lethargic, and lacking in any kind of passion. But as ever, if you want the books, you have to do what the agent says. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.